Hey everyone, today we're talking about becoming empowered. Don't get scammed. It's right around April Fools, and so we thought we'd talk a little bit about some of the scams or things that are out there when it comes to the financial world. There's many different things that you can kind of see or talk about that have happened to people, stories I've heard, things that I've experienced. So I just wanted to give you a few ideas around April Fools around how you can make sure you don't get scammed when it comes to financial tips and tricks and just opportunities, things that people hear. A lot of them might be scams. Number one, kind of a thing that to look for is it's just too good to be true, or the timing is just too perfect. You're trying to do something and you need $500, and lo and behold, something pops up online, $500, for some sort of thing that can get sent right to your bank account. It's too good to be true. The timing is too perfect. That should be a red flag to you right away. This is probably going to be a scam. Or, hey, we can get you a $100,000 business line of credit for $100 or $500 or whatever. It doesn't seem to all add up. It's too good to be true. That's going to be red flag number one. Next big thing is urgency. If there's only a certain number of slots left, or you have to do it by the end of the month, that's going to be a scam. All the different credit card companies, they don't care when you apply. They just want you to apply, spend money, and then have that interest rate grow. And, obviously they're collecting those payments, right? But if you're getting a credit card offer or some sort of loan offer that you have to do it by the end of the week, it's probably a scam. Next one, terms change. So we've seen these different things come up in the past few years with some of my clients or just people I've met where they might have said, hey, I'm ordering something from online. It got shipped here, but now it's stuck in customs and I got to pay another $200. That doesn't happen. You're getting scammed. If there's something where you agreed on some terms and now they've changed and you got to pay more, or you've got to send money via PayPal or Cash App or Western Union is definitely going to be a big red flag where, hey, you've paid me $500 for services, but now you need a Western Union, $200 more. It's probably going to be a scam. So watch out for that. A couple more things. Really taking some time to think about, all right, this makes sense, but it doesn't totally add up. A big one that I've seen or heard about is getting information that makes sense for like a loan application, but it doesn't make sense if you look at the full details. So for example, you might do a loan application for, again, like a business line of credit or, some sort of payday loan, and all they need is the last four of your social. Well, if it's a legitimate credit card company or loan, they're going to need your entire social, all of your credentials to make sure it's actually you. If they just need the last four and your name, it's probably not legitimate. That's where there might be the loans where you have to send in $100 to get $1,000. Just a heads up, red flag. Another one, just think about the scope of the project. It makes sense if they get enough people, not if it's just one thing, right? So if they get you for $200 or $300 and that's the only thing they ever did, it's not really worth it for them, right? But if they get you for $200 or $300 and they can get 2 or 3 or 400 people that way, now it actually starts to be lucrative. So each individual person, it might not be a big scam, but on the greater picture, it's a big deal. So we've all heard about those Nigerian princes who just need a check and then they'll send you $1 million when they get to the US, right? People actually fall for it. That's why they continue to have those scams via email, is because a certain big enough number of people actually fall for it, so it's actually profitable to these scammers. Last thing to heads up in terms of just not getting scammed or making sure you're protecting yourself, really making sure that you're checking out the actual emails themselves. I've seen a ton of things where you'll see something from Wells Fargo or US Bank or Bank of America at gmail.com. That's not legit. If it's a disposable like a Gmail address or a Yahoo address, it's not going to be legitimate. Make sure that you're double checking the phone numbers, right? It might show up and have the logo of your bank, but no phone number. So call your bank and say, hey, did you actually send this to me? No, we didn't. So, just making sure you're being careful, be thoughtful, think ahead about, does this seem legitimate? Is this something that's too good to be true? Would this work if it's just me? Or maybe if they got a lot of people with this, it could be a scam. Just some heads up for you here around April Fools to make sure that you're protecting your money.